It has been a great day. Let's give a big applause for the conclusion of this session. And I just wanted to thank you for coming. The fact that you came to hear about what are the things we have been doing and see if it makes any sense to you. Doesn't have to, but if it does, maybe something we can do about it. To give example of what it does in the past, you heard about McCain, Campo Vivo. Let me tell you the background of how it happened, because many of you are curious about it. I keep talking wherever I've been invited about my experiences, about my thoughts. I don't know how people are taking it. I just thought it's my job, my responsibility to present it, what I do. Some strange things happen, and Campo Vivo, McCain was one of them. One time I was in Europe attending conference. Somebody desperately wanted to see me for a few minutes. I said, okay, we'll talk. Like, he came. He said that I'm from McCain, and I wanted to talk to you because we have been talking about your experience to our owners. This is a family-owned company. And we want to know how we can get involved with it. I said, it's very simple. This is what you do. If you don't want to make money, solve problems, that's it. But you are a big company. Oh. First he says, do you know what McCain is? I said, I have no idea what McCain is. I never heard the name. So let me tell you what we are. Do you like French fry? I said, yes, I love French fries. The next time you eat French fry, remember, that must be McCain French fry. Because 80% of the global market of French fry, or the raw materials for French fry when it's cooked, after it's cooked. So we supply them. So we are a big player in potato business. I said, oh my God, you're big. He said, yes, we are big. The conversation was, how do we get involved with it? I said, it's very simple, you do that. He left. A couple of months later, I get a letter that we want to do something and we are doing it. Then he meets me when I come to Europe, explaining what they have done. See, in our potato business, we look for the right size of the right shape of the potato. Which potato will give the maximum number of French fry? That's our eye. Every potato we see, we measure how many French fry we can get. Those who do not give enough French fry, we discard them because money is not worth investing for that. So we reject almost 40%, sometimes 30% of the potatoes. And we don't know what happens to those potatoes which we have rejected, because ours is the right kind of shape. Shape is very important for us. Once I heard that, and you told us, we have been discussing with our owners, why are we rejecting and throwing it out? It's good food. Farmers don't know what to do with it. There's such an enormous, nobody eats so many potatoes. So now we thought maybe we can do something about potatoes which are rejected. We shouldn't reject it, we do something about it. So we came up with an idea, we start a project now, not to reject potatoes. What do? We make potato soup. Because soup doesn't need any shape. And the French chefs became very interested in the subject. We made them interested. They came up with one after another very interesting recipe for potato soup. To make a big, nice potato soup packets, giving the name of the chef who made the recipe and so on. It became very popular. I said, oh, that's good business. And we don't want to make money out of it. All of you are to do, use the food item, make it into food. Years later, a couple of years later, we had heard from him in a session. We invited him to talk about his experience. He said, now we went into vegetable. Because 1/3 of vegetables grown in Europe are rejected, thrown away, never get into the grocery shop. Why? Because they don't have the right shape. No buyer wants to buy a cucumber, which is fat on one end and thin on another end. They will never buy that. It has to be absolutely right shape. So if it is a wrong shape, nature creates lots of different shapes, not the ones consumers like. So these are rejected. And in our business, in a vegetable business, it is known as ugly vegetable. Can you imagine? Industry designating a name which creates a kind of a feeling that is no good, ugly vegetables. And producers don't know what to do with those ugly vegetables, just reject it, throw it away. Good food, only crime the vegetable made was the wrong shape. So what we did, inspired by your idea, we started buying back the vegetables, the ugly vegetables, then chop them up, put them in a nice little package, call it ready-to-cook vegetable. Suddenly it became very attractive. Because when you cut them off, there is no shape left. So you can eat it. So we had a whole market for that. And with the experience with potato, we had another line of business, make vegetable soup. So this is the idea. When you have an idea, simple idea, suddenly a big company comes with something which impacts in the whole business, entire business. And that's when owners of the company invited me to their home in Canada. They live in the village, they don't live in the city. And we discussed, and the idea of creating a company to do something in Colombia came because I was about to come to Colombia. So they accompanied me to come to Colombia, visited the place where they can do something. And that is the direction which created Campo Vivo. And Saskia, who is present here, was the head of Yunus social business. She took it up, and today we are having this discussion on that. So all I'm saying is just a simple idea. Things are as it is, doing many wrong things. Everybody says it's wrong, but nobody corrects it. All we need is a tiny little step. So one little idea, how transforms people's mind, draw attention. And that's the power we all have. It's not limited to somebody. We may not be McCain, but we have ideas. Somebody will pick the idea. I didn't create Campo Vivo. I didn't create other things that they have done with the vegetables, they have done with potatoes. But the idea struck them. So who will be struck by those ideas? That is something to be seen, how they pick it up, how they do it. So today, all the things that we discussed on this session, or this conference, is about how we can do things differently. If we keep on doing the things that we have been doing, we are finished. We have no chance in survival of the world. We have to undo the things we do things differently. That's the only chance we got, and create absolutely new world for ourselves. You may, in the beginning, it sounds, oh, another new world? What is he talking about? Who can do that? You can do that. I can do that. It's our world. We can create the world the way we want. That's our decision. That's our patience. And let's have that patience and make it work, create a new world. Thank you very much, and thank you for attending. Hope to be in touch with you and continue. This is the beginning of something. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Muchísimas gracias al profesor Yunus por sus inspiradoras palabras. A continuación y para cerrar nuestra primera cumbre internacional Construyendo un Mundo Equitativo, Negocios Sociales en Colombia, Liliana López, decana de la Facultad de Administración de Empresas, se dirige a ustedes con un mensaje muy especial. Decana, adelante.
Bueno, muchas gracias. Los saludo a todos nuestros invitados especiales, a los profesores, egresados, estudiantes y funcionarios administrativos de varias facultades que nos han acompañado en este día tan especial para nosotros. Por más de 17 años he sido profesora de la Facultad de Administración de Empresas y como cualquier otro profesor de administración, de tiempo atrás he sentido una preocupación por la aparente falta de claridad vocacional de nuestros estudiantes. He albergado el temor de que a varios de estudiantes estén en nuestras aulas por presión familiar, peor aún, por presión autoimpuesta o por una falta de imaginación sobre otras posibles opciones para sus vidas. Y también, como cualquier otro profesor, me siento en la obligación de hacer algo al respecto. La cumbre de hoy la pensamos para enviar un mensaje a estas nuevas generaciones de estudiantes. Cómo abrir espacios para que estos estudiantes formen un sentido de propósito más elevado, que aporte a la solución de problemas estructurales de nuestra sociedad y a la vez ofrecerles una formación en negocios que no los distancie de ese propósito. Una respuesta está en los negocios sociales. Hoy todos los asistentes nos vamos con varios aprendizajes clave. Quiero destacar 4 de ellos. Primero, por medio de los negocios sociales, es posible combinar exitosamente la lógica de los negocios con un propósito individual y colectivo más elevado, de mejora social y ambiental. La experiencia de vida del profesor Yunus y los testimonios de Awake, de Campo Vivo y de Trocha así lo ratifican. Segundo, como vehículos de progreso social, los negocios sociales son una figura socioeconómica muy relevante a los procesos de construcción de paz en el territorio. Tercero, si bien un negocio social puede surgir y hacerse viable en cualquier sociedad a la que pueda aportar, se requieren de esfuerzos por parte de la sociedad civil, la empresa privada y las instituciones públicas para generar condiciones propicias para su fortalecimiento y su perdurabilidad. Cuarto, por último, la iniciativa de crédito paso a paso de la Alcaldía Mayor de Bogotá nos invita a remontarnos a los orígenes del pensamiento del profesor Yunus en el tema de las microfinanzas, la importancia de repensar el financiamiento para los pequeños emprendimientos que son quienes más lo necesitan. Acompañar este objetivo de formar estudiantes en negocios con un sentido de propósito elevado nos inspira a muchos de quienes trabajamos en la Facultad de Administración de Empresas del Externado. El mundo no necesita más administradores del pasado preocupados simplemente por la rentabilidad generada para un reducido número de accionistas. Al contrario, necesita un talento administrativo renovado y consciente. Profesionales que con sus habilidades blandas, su formación más técnica en temas de estrategia, de innovación, de gestión de personas, de recursos materiales y financieros, tengan la capacidad de liderar proyectos que construyan esta nueva sociedad, que construyan un mundo más equitativo. Por esto, para nosotros es un motivo de gran orgullo y gratitud contar con la presencia de todos los invitados que tuvimos hoy en esta cumbre. Para finalizar, quiero agradecer al decano anterior, el doctor Alejandro Beltrán, por abrir el camino de colaboración con el Yunus Center, que hoy rinde los frutos que hoy evidenciamos todos, y a todas las personas que contribuyeron de tantas formas a hacer posible este evento. El tiempo no me permite nombrarlos a todos y por eso les pido simplemente un fuerte aplauso para todos.
Bueno, muchísimas gracias, decana. Damas y caballeros, para la Facultad de Administración de Empresas, como miembro de la red de centros Yunus en el mundo y para la Universidad Externado de Colombia, ha sido un honor contar con su presencia en este día. Con su apoyo y el de todos nuestros aliados, seguiremos impulsando actividades de investigación, formación y divulgación de los negocios sociales en Colombia y la región. Gracias por su presencia Que tengan un feliz resto de día y nos vemos en un año.